Hello, my name is Veronica. Let me tell you a story. The year is 2025. 5 years ago is where this story will start taking place. Early in the year 2020, there was a terrible sickness that spread across the planet. Mankind, well, the world, was scared. A man, a man people were forced to look to for answers to their problems. A man with an orange face. This man had caused so much turmoil between the masses. An age of awareness became slowly the days of division. While a disease ravaged the earth, protesters took to the streets to address the more important problems at that time, or at least they thought. Citizens were being gunned down for simple differences by their own community's appointed protectors. A disease killing thousands by the day swept the land, while going unnoticed, the hate, fear, and anger was at its boiling point. As the saying goes, it's always darkest before the dawn. The world was in turmoil as time passed and these issues got worse. Waking up, turning on the TV, trying to hold off from eating just to save from being broke. News of government money to be handed out to help those who was impacted. The orange-faced man no longer the leader. Civil servants being investigated for murder. Finally, a hope for justice after all. Oh my God, a vaccine! Looking outside, choppers filling the skies, carrying this ray of hope. Already? Finally, will this be the end of all this pain and loss? So much loss. In less than a year, the sun was finally peeking out. Present day. It is now year 2025. What is now walking the earth can no longer be described as human. There are a few of us left that were not affected by the miracle cure our government agenda had pushed. The light of a new day, that glimpse of the dawn after all, that darkness. But what no one had realized is yet again we had been lied to. Another social experiment. That light shining through was just life's little joke. Irony. A metaphorical atom bomb. All right, guys, what do you think? Do you like this idea of, my channel branching off a little branch? I'm still going to have all of my Watch Me Works and all of the cute custom press-on designs and tutorials on my page. But I'm also going to branch off where I get to express my creativity and what I love most. I think I said this on my Instagram where I started this channel because I wanted to show what I love and, show a part of myself and show my growth with nails. And starting the YouTube was amazing, and doing nails amazing, but I didn't feel like I was doing myself any justice by not putting my own creative twist to nails. Doing the Grinch or doing, a little snowman snow baby. Those were great. Doing Jack Frost, doing the nail designs that I've done for Christmas. But I feel like those have been played out and recreations of other people's creativity. I really wanted to be able to showcase my own creativity, and I have a lot to offer. This character that you see me doing here is not one of the characters that. So I have posted one of my characters that I doodled on Instagram, and you can go to my Instagram and see, what will be in store for this channel as far as Gory Book Nails go. Uh, yeah, there's gonna be a lot more to come when it comes to Gory Book Nails and this this visual story that I'm gonna be doing. And if you like that idea, let me know down in the comments if you would like to see more of this or what you think about it. I don't see myself stopping just because I'm loving where it's going, and I love this little series premiere that this video is. Um, I kind of think of this lady as the narrator when I think of my inspiration for her. I was going with a nurse and a frontline worker, one of the first people to get a vaccination, and you know what her what her point of view was. But this is the only time you're going to get to see her intellectual point of view. The storyline will continue with multiple characters and what's going on in their life or, lack of life, depending. And I don't know exactly where this story is going to go. I just know that I'm going to have a lot of fun with it and it's going to get really creative. It could get gross. It could get, it could turn into a love story. You never know. I'm pretty sure I'm going to throw in a romance. But yeah, this lady is not one of the creatures that I'm going to be showcasing. She is just the narrator of this series premiere. She came, to me off the top of my head. I just wanted to do a zombified person and inspiration, thinking about starting this Gory Book Nails. I I thought instantly of a nurse and her getting to at least just start the storyline. And yeah, so tell me what you think down in the comments. I really want to know how you feel about watching things like this. Um, she is ugly. She's super ugly, super fugly. Uh, but I guess if you would run into a real zombie, I don't think that they would be all that pretty, you know. Um, but she would have been the first to get infected with this genetic disease changing your genetic makeup, for a lack of a better term. I haven't really thought all this out yet. This is really kind of the the infancy of this project, Gory Book Nails. Um, and it's definitely young and immature. It's not totally planned out. It's just an idea right now that I have that I'm just going to build on and try not to overthink. I don't like overthinking things because especially showing a part of myself, it's scary enough. But when you start to overthink it and start to think of how people are going to, react to this and if people are going to like it and what could be politically correct and, you know, try to stay on a mainstream storyline, something that is acceptable by society, and just overdoing it and overthinking it. I I don't want to do that. I really want to have fun with this. And that's what it's meant to be, is fun. It's not meant to be anything bad. It's not supposed to be depressing. It's not supposed to be none of that. It's supposed to be a what if. That's it. Um, yeah, so You see me here building up her big honking nose. My lord, this lady has a big nose. But it is her, and she's there. She she definitely taught me a couple things when it comes to 3D nail art. And before you go into your 3D nail art, you need to think, if you're going to make a character, how realistic you want this character to be. You don't want to go in and freestyle and not think about how realistic or how cartoonish you want it to come out, because you could accidentally, take a cartoon character and make it just a little bit too realistic, and then it ruins it for you. And that's kind of what happened to me here. Even though she's not ruined, she turned out awesome. I mean, as far as a zombie woman goes, this is definitely along those lines. Um, Now seeing and building her, I think I would love to do like an angel, the face of an angel, like you see on church grounds or cemetery grounds, or you see like Roman gods and goddesses, just marbled, sculptured statues. I think that would be a really cool design one day. But for now, after this, after her, after Veronica, that's her name, uh, the series premiere narrator, it's gonna be more cartoonish for sure. More anime, more little creatures. But yeah, uh, and then I didn't write the series premiere before I made her. I just had the idea of Gory Book Nails in my mind and adding my creatures into a storyline that I could come up with that kind of runs along what's going on in society today, except of course I'm exploiting the real story. I'm embellishing it, definitely. No, I don't think that there is gonna be a zombie apocalypse. I don't think that. Think that would be awesome. How else are you going to top, all these things that have went on in the past year? I think that's a definite way you could top 2020. So, but I came up with my storyline after I made her, and I looked at her. Don't you like how she almost looks like she has Medusa style hair? I kind of like that. Um, But I came up with my storyline looking at her and thinking, where is this story going to start for my creatures? Because my creatures have been built over time. And what's going on in today's society wasn't really what I was thinking of when I was drawing them. And I really wanted to add this story in. And I realized when I was looking at her where my story could start with the idea of, you know, our frontline workers. She looks like what would have been a nurse and, one of the first people to get a vaccine, one of the first people to be infected. But I wanted to add, a part of her before she was infected. That's where I really wanted the story to start in the early 2020. So, thinking about the problems that have been going on with people not getting enough hours and places shutting down, and money being short, and, worrying about spending your money and what you're spending it on, because you know that you're going to need that money and it could possibly run out. So, the idea of her being hungry and worried about eating something right away and wasting her money, just that consciousness of the money problem. I wanted that to be in there. That's one thing I saw when I looked at her. And then, the anger and resentment towards government and all the lies, all the all the heartbreak, the realities of a situation, the gravity of the situation when you look back at it. You see a situation one way while it's happening, but when you look back, you can add so much more meaning to it, and you realize, well, wait a second. This must have really been what's going on. You have a way of stepping out of the box, and that's what she was able to do. In 2025, she could remember everything going on in the world in 2020, and she could remember how she felt in that moment, turning on the news and seeing that life was about to get better, and her feelings, her exuberance, all of those emotions. And then, present day 2025, she realizes I was lied to, as was a lot of other people. So, yeah, the next character video that I do, you will get to see more of 2025. And it's going to be a whole set. It's going to have, one or two creatures in it and what they're doing in 2025. So I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna let you guys meet Veronica, see her, what she looks like in the end. Um, and yeah, have a great day. Happy holidays. I hope it went good for you guys. I really do. Everything is a struggle right now for most of us. Whether it may be work or money or bills, children, school. Uh, it's been a struggle this year, and 2021 is about to be upon us. And I hope everybody's year coming up just brings amazing new adventures, because I'm making my adventure happen here. You're watching it. This is gonna be my new thing. So this is what 2021 has to bring for me so far. Not saying there won't be more things to come. Definitely there will. But all right, guys, I am gonna let you guys go. She is almost done. You're seeing me make her mask. And yeah, I definitely, just a tip, I worked in very small beads and just built her up very slowly. So that's a tip to a beginner. Work really slow. And if you make a mistake, take it off before it dries. Don't feel like you're forced to leave. Don't feel like just because you put it down, it has to stay there. If you don't like how it turns out, get it up, get it off before it completely dries into the acrylic under it. All right? Happy holidays, guys. Um, from my family to yours, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, and I hope everything is just great for you guys. All right? Much love. Bye.